Okay, we're back in the shed here. Well, used to be in the shop, now we're in the shed looking at this piece of junk. Um, this is an e-bike that we purchased from a local e-bike guy in town here. And it's a fat buyer. Pretty smoky here. We have some major smoke from Quebec coming in here today, and I can't even talk right. That's how bad it is. If you look out, the smoke is really bad. Anyways, we're going to work on this thing today. So this is a fat tire e-bike. It's 3 years old, and brought it back to the guy. And the guy says, "Well, just don't use electric motors much. So what's the point of having an electric bike if you can't use the motor on it?" And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So I got the speed controller out of it. There's your battery. So the first thing, well, what it's basically doing, as soon as I give it power, it's kicking off. So we're gonna see. Maybe you guys can give me a hand with this thing, or somebody give me a hand with this thing. So what I did, got my little voltmeter here. Now, if you look at the battery, push the button. It's telling me it's fully charged. It's fully charged. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the battery. Now, what I did, if I take the battery out, pretty hard to do it here. So let me see if I can get it going here. So if I go like this, hang in there, Mark. Let's flip this back the other way. I'm all over the map here. All over the map. The smoke is really bad. Can't even do anything right anymore. So there's a positive and negative. Take my little Canadian Tire. This was on sale actually. I'm not a fan of these multimeters. I like the old style with a needle, but mine just capped out. So we have a positive and a negative. So I will put the positive, negative, and negative. What do you got? 51 volts. So the voltage is perfect. So as far as I'm concerned, this battery's okay. It's supposed to be 49. I'm at 51. So as far as battery power is, no problem here. It's there. Okay, take this off. This was not bad. They don't make them like they used to. I used to have a Heath kit when I was a kid. I made. Those days are gone. No more Heath kits around. So anyways, we're going to take this. There is a fuse here. I'm going to take it out. I don't know why, but I don't know why the battery is just like kicking out. So we're going to take this thing, this piece of junk here. I mean, it's not so bad. There's a problem. If you buy something from somebody, at least say, well, no, I'll try to help you out. When the guy was half freaking baked when I got there. Okay, so we're going to take this, I'm going to slide it back into the tube. So it goes like this. Come on. Slide it back in there. Now you look it back, here's a little pin, so we're going to take the key. Come on, Mark. Now it's in place. Locked in place. On. Okay. Now right now, okay, on, full charge. Okay. Hold the button here. Panel comes on, bit of glare here. Now, see, it says fully charged. It's telling me it's fully charged. Not half, not a quarter, full. Put it on mode 1. Soon as I give it a bit of power, there, kicked off. Didn't touch the battery. Battery's still on. Nothing. As soon as I turn it back on, full charge. Nothing. Put it back on. Power. That darn light. What I'm going to take that light off. You get the. You don't need a light here now. Summertime's here. There. So it's telling me it's fully charged. Okay. As soon as I get, even if I use the pedal assist, There, kicks out. So I don't know what's wrong with this. I could see if the battery wasn't given proper voltage. Now we're going to go through the settings. Piece of junk. Oh yeah, so right now the battery kicked out. So I'm gonna. No, I don't fit something inside of here. That's stopping the current from going through. I mean, there's no broken wires. There's nothing. So I'm going to power it back up here. So if I even hold the two buttons down, number one, out of something, 2, 3, 48. See, I'm at 48 volts. This is pushing up to a little over 50. So I don't know what's wrong with it. So I need some help, guys. I don't think it's the battery, but why? If the battery was weak, it would tell me if it's weak. Like if it was, why would it just cut out instantly like that? It's weird. And it is showing me full charge. It's telling me it's fully charged. Oh, that darn piece of junk went out. It is telling me it's fully charged. I don't know if it's this, or maybe it is the battery. If it's, or if it's something, there's a BMS in there. See, right now it won't even go on. That's weird, because what it was showing me 50 volts before. Yeah, it's not even turning on now at all. So maybe there's a BMS in there that's shot. I'll give it a, you know, I'll give it a fully charged. I'll give it another charge, see what it does. But anyway, this is my video on this piece of junk here. I mean, the bike is okay, but what upsets me is you go back and a guy tells you, well, just don't use the battery as much. What's the point of having an e-bike? You can't freaking use the damn thing. So anyway, that's my little spew. If anybody out there can give me help on here, I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, it's bad here. The smoke is really bad here in Ontario. This is coming from Quebec. You can see the haze in there, like, oh yeah, it's brutal. Okay, we're trying to be safe here. If anybody can give me a hand with this, I would appreciate that. Catch you later. Bye-bye.